Good morning, everybody. Tuesday morning, very wet Tuesday morning here in the UK. She'll be going off to see Alfie in a minute. Oh gosh, let me just take a sip. I hate doing this, sorry. At least you can see my pretty cups, I'm sorry. I was watching over the last couple of days videos of David Icke. You've all heard of David Icke. He was the ex-cricketer turned guru who began warning everybody about what was going on in the world and the reptilian royal family, etc., etc. And everybody laughed at him. This is going back 30 years ago. They're not really laughing so much now about a lot of what David Icke says, because a lot of what he says actually makes sense, not about the reptiles, but other things that he said. He has views on everything from the death of Princess Diana to the cause of the outbreaks of the First and Second World Wars. Now, I don't know what I think about this man. Some of what he says I sort of agree with, and some of what he says I don't agree with. And then I have this very cynical attitude in that, how do we know he's not a plant by the powers that be to lull us into a certain, corral us into a certain way of thinking? We don't know that, do we? But somebody asked a question which is, sorry, I've got a tissue here, my nose keeps, I think it's the hay fever season starting. Somebody asked David Icke a question in one of the videos that I was watching, and the question was, why haven't you been bumped off by now? Why hasn't somebody just gotten rid of you because you're a nuisance? And all the things that you say, and the outing of certain people. And why haven't they bumped you off? And why haven't you got a bodyguard? So David Icke's response to it was that I don't need a bodyguard, and they won't be able to kill me. They've tried apparently 3 times, according to some shaman he was consulting David Icke. And they were unable to kill him. And the reason that they're unable to kill him is because his vibrational level is different and more powerful than any force that they can use against him. I don't completely go along with that. I think that things happen to us. We don't want them to, but they happen to us, not because we're weak, but because it's just part of life, part of a learning curve. It's just life. We do operate at different vibrational levels. I've noticed a massive change in myself over the last few months of listening to different meditation tapes, of listening to the guided meditations, the lucid dreaming, the opening of the third eye, and a lot of people think it's nonsense. I don't. I've had certain experiences which at some point I will share with you, and these are experiences which can be proven by people who knew me at the time, but experiences that I didn't talk about really because people would have thought I'd just gone off my rocker, which I hadn't. So yes, I do believe that there's different vibrational levels. I do believe that we're all put on earth for a certain purpose. I do believe that we are all part of one whole. Some people are down there with the dross, some are up in the higher echelons because they have, what's the word I'm looking for? They've evolved further, let's say, shall we? I know that my own thoughts about evolution is not how much money somebody's got. It's not how much earthly status they have got. It's what is inside them. It's the, we must be aware that my thought is that our bodies are but a clothing for our souls. I believe that with the animals also. A clothing, when we die, we step out. I've got hair, it's getting all on my nerves. It's, our bodies are but a suit, and when we die, our soul leaves that suit's worn out. We are all spirits. We're all co-joined. You ask me any further what I believe, I don't know, but I'm very willing to discuss it. Very willing. I also think, I remember reading some time ago about a 90-year-old woman in a nursing home. I think she was in the US, I'm not sure. And this woman had been tracked down, and she'd previously been a guard at Auschwitz. And they were talking about prosecuting. Should they prosecute this woman? She was of such an age, and what good would it do? That's true. But that suit of clothing that woman wore hid a very ugly, ugly soul, ugly spirit. I don't know what happened to her. My belief is that simply because she's 90 doesn't mean to say age automatically washes the blood off her hands. It doesn't. I think whatever we do in life, in some ways, either in this life, the next life, or whatever our Creator has in store for us, I believe that we pay in some way. And that's not in terms of revenge or hatefulness. It's in terms of, it's a learning curve. You do something bad, you do something wrong. Do you have empathy for the people you've hurt? If not, can you learn empathy? Can empathy be gifted to you by the universe? Because if not, then what point is there in you even being part of the circle of life? I don't know whether I'm making much sense this morning. I've got my iPad here. My laptop. I'm filming on my iPad. I've got my laptop here. I think I've now got it working perfectly, I think. I haven't risked doing a video on it yet, but I may well risk doing a video on it later. And if you don't want to watch it, just skim over it, because it's probably going to be a nightmare. But then again, I watch videos on here and oh my goodness, what are they? They're about somebody either flashing their boobs, or somebody moaning about their illness, or somebody saying, you know, how great he is. To me, that's not really of any interest to me. I like something that gives to people. I like giving. talking of which, when I get to 500 subscribers, I never thought I'd get this far, because the videos were done for me, Alfie and the children, really. And they've morphed, as I said before, into something else. So if and when I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a little giveaway, a little gift to say thank you. Not sure how I'm going to go about it. I'll have to have a think about that one. But just by way of thank you. And thank you all for your continuing support and for listening to this little disjointed rant this morning. I'm going to finish my coffee, get ready to go and see Alf, and hopefully I will be back later. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bless you. Bye-bye.